Intended audience is 13 and up. Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Uriel. This is a Beyblade from the second season, V-Force, and it is King's Beyblade, and it is notorious for being the most fragile Beyblade ever made. It's molded in a gold plastic, which is notorious for being super fragile and isn't exclusive to Beyblade or this product. There are several toys that have become incredibly fragile because of gold plastic. For whatever reason, it's really fragile. Gold plastic just isn't pliable. So this is a Koro special edition, which is why it's in a plain brown box like this, which I hate, and is the reason I'm opening this, because you can't display just a plain cardboard box. So this was released alongside an issue of Koro back in the day, which, if you guys don't know, is a magazine that runs monthly in Japan and is where Beyblade has always been published since the beginning. So we're going to attempt to put this together without shattering any of the parts. So, like I said, this is molded in gold plastic. It's the reason why it's fragile. Other Beyblades are not fragile like this. This is exclusive to Uriel and Uriel 2. In fact, Hasbro did a re-release of this, marketed as Woburg 3. It's essentially the same Beyblade, but it is in black instead of gold, which makes it far more durable. But I don't want to just keep this thing in a plain box, so yeah, we're just going to see what happens. I've even got like my hobby nippers here to try to see if maybe I can mitigate some stress on these trees. So one of my favorite things about the original Beyblade series was the fact that these came on trees, kind of like hobby kits or model kits, and you felt like you were really building, like, I guess, your weapon, right? So as a kid, I was like, I'm making this, this is mine. I'm forging my sword in the furnace or whatever. And it was just, it was really cool. You sit down, you spend, 15 minutes or whatever putting this together, and then, like, you feel accomplished, like you've made something, even though you're just, putting together a kit or whatever. I always thought it was really fun. The weight disc does look really oxidized, so I may try to polish it up and see if I can get it shiny again. And each Beyblade came with 2 bit chips and 2 bit chip stickers, so you had the option of whatever the main bit beast was for whatever Beyblade you bought, or you could switch it up and use one of the extra ones. There was tons and tons of different bit beasts that were printed, and not each one had an exclusive Beyblade. Sometimes it was just a bit chip that was packed in, so it was kind of cool to just kind of like pick your favorite and swap it around. So I've got all the pieces cut out. The only thing that's left is the core, which is a Magna core, and the tip, which is a rubber tip. And just to show you guys how fragile this plastic is, it just snaps like it's nothing. So now I'm going to take an X-Acto knife and clean up all of the nubs and try to mitigate any extra tension when I try to piece this thing together, hopefully keep it from breaking. So now that everything is cleaned up, we're going to go ahead and start assembly. So the Magna core fits around the spin gear housing here. And there's a lot of different interchangeable ones. There's like a metal heavy core, there's the Magna core, there's a regular spin gear, left spin gear. So this is one of the things that you can customize and change. And then we've got the blade base. This is what the spin gear sits into, and then it clips in. So we put our tip in first, and then the spin gear sits on top, and then the clips go through the sides. Now this is the scary part because these clips are not very thick. So if anything's gonna break, I imagine it's gonna be these. And of course it breaks. Because why wouldn't it? Let's try the other side maybe. So I could use some different clips, but they would not be the correct ones for this Beyblade. They would fit, but they wouldn't like match the shape of the wings. Also, they wouldn't be the correct color. So Thankfully, I happen to have another one that I got in a lot a while back that is in one piece. The tip is the wrong one, but it's fairly close to the original, so I'm not taking these clips out. We're just going to go with it. The other thing that I'm concerned about is putting the bit chips in. Thankfully, we have two, so hopefully if one breaks, we'll have another. Thank God, bro. Now for assembly, the attack ring just slides on and rotates, kind of similar to burst, except of course there's no teeth, so they don't burst. It's held in with tension and slope, similar to the Hasbro burst. You would think they would burst, but they're like really tight. So, and last thing is to put the stickers on. And the final sticker is going to be our Bit Beast Uriel. And there it is, guys. This is going to be one of those ones that I just put on display. I don't think I'll ever battle with this. It's just too fragile. Despite how fragile they are, these are fairly cheap. I think I got mine for like 15 bucks. So let me know what you think of this Beyblade, guys. If you're interested in more videos like this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.